Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm doing another video. Now today I'm doing another interview with an incredible dancer. They were recently on Britain's Got Talent, and today we're going to be chatting about their time on the show, what it's been like since leaving the show, and what their experience was like overall. So today Felix will be joining me.
What's going on, guys? It's Felix CLEMENTS here, recent semi-finalist on Britain's Got Talent. Make sure you check into this interview. It's going to be banging.
Thank you so much for joining me, Felix. It's going to be great chatting about your time on Britain's Got Talent, what it's been like since leaving the show, and what's really been happening. So, first of all, why did you decide to audition for Britain's Got Talent?
I mean, I've sort of been looking at the show like throughout the years and seeing what different sort of acts have gone on to it. And I thought, why not give it a go? Like at the time, obviously working in the schools and everything like that, wanting to sort of inspire the next generation to do what they want to do, whether it's playing football, whether it's drumming, anything else. I just wanted to make them know that like they can achieve anything. And also with my own personal sort of attributes and stuff like that, I wanted to try and enhance that, maybe to go into the industry a bit more.
Yeah, I agree. I think both of those things are great. And like you said, Britain's Got Talent is a great platform for kind of showing off your talent and really boosting you into the industry you want to get into. Now, in terms of your dancing and the performances you put on, how long have you been doing that for? Have you been dancing since you were young, or is this something recent that you've started?
So, I mean, I've been dancing now 15 years this year. So it's like kind of come at a point where I've sort of matured as a dancer rather than starting off doing all them cartwheels and just sort of chucking myself about. So it's definitely evolved since then. So yeah, about 15 years. And then I'd say probably taking it seriously in the maybe last 5 years or so.
Oh, that's great. And it's good that you've kind of been doing it for so long. As I'm sure you're aware, dancing isn't an easy thing to do. So every year, every dance you do, I'm sure it gets better and better. And it's such an amazing skill to have. Now, being on Britain's Got Talent, there are some very famous faces who judge your performance. So what was it like getting to perform in front of the Britain's Got Talent judges?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it was a super cool experience because obviously you see it on TV and you're thinking, oh no, it's not like that at all and everything like that. But literally, like they are as they are on TV. So sitting in front of you and literally because they're so like enhanced compared to like the audience, and you're just like, whoa, it's like a big reality check. But no, it was sort of put me at ease when seeing them, and then you speak to them for a little bit. So more than you actually see on camera. So it was quite nice to just chill and relax into the performance.
Oh, it's good. And it's kind of good to hear that the judges aren't in some ways like as stressful as they kind of are put out to be on TV, because sometimes the way they put it is that like they're not that they're horrible people as such, but they sometimes make it look like that they add a lot of pressure to the act. So it's good to know that they weren't kind of like that in real life. So how did you feel when you got the call and you were told that you were going to the semi-finals? It must have been an incredible moment.
I was absolutely buzzing. I'm actually in the same spot that I found out and had the phone call on. So to like get a phone call as like big as that from the producers, it sort of takes about 3 minutes, the whole phone call, and then they build the suspense, and then after it, like I think I just had to run around the house for a little bit. I can't lie. It was proper exciting.
Yeah, it sounds incredible, and it must have felt amazing knowing that your Britain's Got Talent journey would be continuing. Now, your routines are very impressive. You do a lot of cool tricks and a lot of cool dance moves, but how long does it take to put one of those performance routines together?
Oh, I'd say for the audition, it took about a good month and a half, because when you audition and stuff like that, you basically have to send quite a few different videos through, what I did anyway, just to make sure it's the right performance and the right fit for the show. So I must have made about 4 different dances before even coming across this. So the whole process, I'd say maybe about 2.5 months just spending on that audition piece to get it right and have the right fit for the show. So that was about 2.5 months. Then I'd say the semi-final was probably about a month and a half, something like that. Because there was quite a few props. I think I only must have done it with the props about 8 times before the actual live show. So it was quite an interesting one.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work and skill goes into each routine. And I'm sure that it must take ages to put it together because it was such a fantastic performance. Now, you briefly touched on it then, but the semi-finals are a very exciting atmosphere. They have, like you said, all the props, all the extra dancers, all the lights. So what would you say your semi-final experience was like? What was it like being there?
Oh wow, yeah, no, it was super surreal. Like you arrive at the venue and stuff like that. There's people already queuing outside, so they sort of see you, ask for like pictures and stuff like that. So it almost like turns into a different world. I've just got off the tube, and now people are like, "Oh, we want pictures, we want this, we want that," and then the actual like experience of it. Everyone's so lovely on the show, from the producers to background staff, and the judges make you feel so welcome because you're all in the same like dressing room area. So it's like how to put it? It's like a load of chalets and stuff mixed about, and then you've got all the judges' dressing rooms, and then yours in the same sort of area. So you sort of feel like a tight knit family when you're on the show.
Oh, it's good how close everybody is, and especially like the connection between the judges and the contestants is kind of good. Everybody's together and everybody can kind of relax before the big show. So this is a difficult one now, but what would you say was your favourite moment overall about being on Britain's Got Talent?
Oh, my favourite moment. I'm just trying to think. I'd say the audition day when I'd finished the dance, because after the whole thing and you get like the massive applause and everything like that, it just gives you like some feeling of like goosebumps because you're just like, whoa, this just happened. You've been like building up to it, and then the performance done, and then I did as much as I could on the day. And yeah, it's just like another surreal moment on the show. So you can sort of breathe after and chat to the judges. But it was a bit difficult after the dance because I was so out of breath. So I was trying to catch my breath as well as speaking to them as well.
Yeah, I imagine it was an incredible moment, feeling the reaction from the audience, getting feedback from the judges. It must have been incredible. Now, about the judges, this one is also difficult. But would you say that you had a favourite judge on the panel, or was there a particular judge you wanted to impress the most?
I would say I wanted to impress all of them the most, like because obviously they are where they are for a reason. So I wouldn't sort of be like, oh, I just want to impress this person. Like, I wanted to go across the board and just have tens across there, man. That was the idea. But I'd say my favorite judge, was Alicia. Just because of her aura and energy. Like all of them are like super great people. But I got energy from Alicia that was like unmatched, to say.
Yeah, Alicia's energy is always a highlight of the show. She's always so energetic and so happy. And I agree, like all of the judges are amazing in their own ways. Now, you did 2 fantastic performances. I mean, they were both great in their own ways. But would you say there was a routine that you preferred doing out of the audition routine and the semi-final routine?
Wow. I'd say the audition was definitely one of the top highlight out of the semi-finals. Obviously, you get the massive set and everything like that for the semi-finals, but to have it all stripped back in the start of the journey, and obviously because I got such a buzz from it, and the different sort of surprises that came from the show. So like the kids surprising me on the day, I had no clue. So it was like they popped up and just like out of nowhere, and I had no clue they were there. So it sort of added to the experience of it all. And yeah, it was a delightful start to the journey.
Yeah, the audition sounds like it was an incredible moment. And like you said, especially with the surprise of, the children coming to watch you, that must have felt so amazing. And it was lovely to kind of have their support as well. Now, I have one final question for you. And I just wanted to know, what comes next for you? Is there anything you've got lined up? Is there anything you're allowed to share?
So there's quite a few things in the pipeline with performances and stuff. And I want to do my bit for charity as well, because obviously a lot of kids nowadays, I want to make sure they have all the school uniform and books and stuff. So definitely try and work with a few charities. But I can't say too much on what's next, but I just know it'll be a good part of the journey, and it's going to continue on.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting. It sounds like you've got great plans, and it's awesome you want to help out with charity as well. It kind of shows what a nice person you are as well. Felix, it's been lovely chatting with you today, and I just wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your day to come and chat with me.
Thanks so much, Charlie. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, you're most welcome. And also thank you to everybody who watched the interview. I hope you enjoyed it, found out a bit more about Felix and about his time on the show, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye, guys.